All right, time to check out what we picked up so far this week. So we got a bunch of books here from Wednesday. Let's start with the $1 books. Got Andre Norton's Stargate, a cool-looking vintage Ace edition, originally 40 cents. In pretty nice condition. Figured this probably wouldn't be there on bag day, so get it now. Otherwise, it'd be a good bag day item since it's so small. SF Stories from New Worlds, volume or number 5, edited by Michael Moorcock. This one's in pretty nice shape too. Nice looking cover. Let's see. Oh yeah, those different authors. There's probably some more. Zelazny, you see there, Aldous, J.G. Ballard. I don't recognize too many of the names though. Back from 1969. So good pickup there, especially being in that nice a shape. The Face of Terror, a manual by Emmanuel Litvinoff. Face of Terror can stand alongside 1984 and Darkness at Noon. Oh, interesting. So this is probably not an actual horror novel or anything, or terror novel. A double agent. Okay, so this might have been a mistake to pick up because it's more of a thriller, not terror, kind of, espionage type stuff. We'll find out. Hopefully it's worth something, but otherwise it might be a waste of a buck. We'll see. At least it was only $1. Got Zelazny's 9 Princes of Amber. I haven't seen this edition before, so I thought I'd grab it. There's a few other Zelazny books that I hope are there on bag day as well. A lot of good stuff, as you saw in the last Monday haul. Surprisingly, a lot of good stuff. Great cover art, too, for this. I'm looking forward to finally starting that series, the fantasy series of Amber. And we got these for only $1 each. I saw these right when they came out, so it was good timing being there. Got lucky. Fellowship of the Ring, Two Towers, of course, but all in pretty nice shape. Spines are a little well used, but otherwise in really good shape. So for $3, the full trilogy, can easily sell that for quite a bit more together. And also $1 for The Tomb and Other Tales of H.P. Lovecraft. Pretty okay, they're decent shape overall. It's a cool find there. A couple by H. Rider Haggard. We got She, Airmont paperback. Pretty okay shape overall. And also Eric Bright Eyes, the edition we haven't come from. I've found this book a couple times in a different edition. This cover art's really cool though. So good find there. You don't see books by this author very often, and they're also, vintage fantasy, so pretty popular stuff there. George R. Stewart's Sheeprock, which I've never heard of this title. A Comstock edition. Let's see here. Desert Oasis, place of brooding mystery and drifted trails. It promised gold to San Francisco physician Ewald Bromley, freedom to Jerry Johnson, the Union deserter, a new world to obsessed pioneer Gideon Berkeley, their lives intertwined with the rock. In its shadows, they each experienced a moment of penetrating truth, and when they left, something of themselves was collected into the rolling sand. Interesting. Well, we'll find out more. Might have to hold on to that one since I don't ever see it. I like the author, so... Backdrop of Stars, edited by Harry Harrison. So it's a sci-fi anthology. The UK, who's the New English Library. So yeah, UK edition. Let's check out the table of contents though. Well, on the date to 1973, I think it says. 75. And this Paul Anderson, Isaac Asimov, J.G. Ballard, Damon Knight. A lot of names, very recognizable names. Elsbreg de Camp, Philip Jose Farmer, Frank Herbert, Fritz Leiber, Frederick Poole. Yeah, almost all of them I recognize, so that's cool, and it's great in really nice condition too. So, and just as in the previous video, I got the other two Winston Churchill books, so we're gonna have a really nice listing of these. Yeah, what do they call these? The Second World War hands. Yep. So this one's The Hinge of Fate and Their Finest Hour. You don't see these particular titles of the series as often. Oh, at least I don't. And for $4, we got Stephen Erickson's Reaper's Gale, a Malazan Book of the Fallen. Another huge book. I'm not sure when this occurs in the series. First printing. Yeah, this series would be a tough one to get through with all the books being so bulky like that. I mean, well, how many pages is this one, for instance? Oh yeah, we got getting close to 1,300 pages just in that one particular book, and yeah, not small pages or anything. Plenty of words per page. We found another hardcover of 2001: A Space Odyssey. Unfortunately, this isn't the more valuable one, though it does have a protective, you can kind of see maybe the shiny Mylar protective covering and sleeve there. It's not in, oh wait, it is, you can barely see it. It is an NAL edition. Oh goodness. The one we had last time was NAL. It was in blue letters and it stuck out more. So I just happened to not, when I bought this, I didn't notice that, which would mean I guess it's the same deal. This one does have the thing clipped off, which you do see quite often. I think it's usually up there, but you do see the clipping take place on these NAL editions. Yeah, there we go. This is the real deal. I sold one, the last copy I got like a month or 2 or 3 ago, within the last few months or so, for $220. So hopefully this one is also worth something. It has this little indicator right here. I'll leave that there for now. I'll remember. I'll remember to take pictures of that. But actually, you never know. Am I getting old enough to forget that? No. Got too good of habits with my pictures, especially when you got a more expensive book. The more pictures, the better. You can't sell an expensive book with 1 or 2 pictures or stock photo. Some people do that. They're just too lazy to. That's where all the work comes in with selling books, is the picture taking and the uploading and all that stuff that goes along with that. So 1968. It is the right book though. I'm going to have to look at the listing from the other one and see if this is comparable with that. If so, then we got a really great deal here for only $5. And probably wouldn't be able to sell again for $200+, but maybe something, maybe 100 something, I don't know. You got Nietzsche's Untimely Meditations, edited by some guy. Someone will find that useful and interesting. Philosophy student or philosophy buff out there. For $3, that's what I was going to say. Okay, and today, didn't find much outside. So $1 for this copy of Generation of Swine by Hunter S. Thompson. Not the greatest condition as far as how it feels, kind of a little weathered, beaten or warped or something. Also got a hardcover though of Nathaniel West, Miss Lonely Hearts, and The Day of the Locust, 2-in-1 book club edition. There's a chance this could be worth a little something. Definitely more than $1, of course, but maybe we could find, maybe it's around the $20 range or so, maybe more, hopefully. This is a 1962 club edition. Of course, these stories were written much before that, in the 30s, 33 and 39, I think. But that's pretty cool, having that 2-in-1 hardcover like that. buck too. And these are in okay shape, but it's the outline of history, the H.G. Wells, the whole story of man and woman. Over 200 million. But hardcovers, $1 each. You know, an easy listing to make. Probably wouldn't get them on bag day. Take up too much room. So yeah, why not grab them now? Especially since I wasn't. This is all I found. These 4 books outside. So you can kind of make exceptions in that case, but I did find a lot inside the store, some really cool finds. But let's start first with the Foundation trilogy, $3 each, so $9 for the full set, but all 3 in nice shape. This will make for a real easy listing to sell, probably a quick seller too, being as in nice of condition as they are in. So we'll get that started right away. Found some Dune books as well. Children of Dune. This copy is in really nice shape. Of course, this would be the most sought after Dune book at the moment, just as far as reading goes, because of the new movie coming out. People are interested in what takes place in this particular sequel. It doesn't have a printing history, so it might be a first printing, or I'm assuming it is. Let me double check here. It doesn't say, so if it is a first printing and it is in that nice a shape, that is really cool. And a couple more Dune items here. We got 2 copies of Dune, the Ace edition, for only $4 each too, and they're both in pretty good shape as far as the covers go. This one even nicer. This one has a nice spine too, just one big crease down there and a little bit on top. But wow, let's I can't remember if there's a printing history. No printing histories on these. But what a deal! $4 for each of those. So I don't know why there's 2. I got really lucky. And we got John Varley's The Barbie Murders. Varley, of course, passed away early last year, or right before, in December of 2026 or something. And I've never heard of this title, so why not pick it up? I'm sure someone would be interested in that. $3 for that one too. And this is a really good find right here, The Return of the Shadow. This is volume 6 in the history of Middle Earth. Tolkien, Christopher Tolkien, compiling these. Oops, almost gave away the last book there. I mean, with the between the 2001: A Space Odyssey, this and the next book, had a pretty darn good week as far as valuable items go. Just those 3. So yeah, let me take a closer look at this though too. Unfortunately, somebody clipped that off, so that kind of sucks. Oh well. Get that little whatever that is off. Yeah, there we go. It's never happened to me, but what if you got the wrong? What if it's I wonder if someone's ever got a book or bought a book and it's a different book in the dust with a different dust jacket or something. Well, it might be. Probably never happens, but it might be a good idea to check, make sure you have the right book, especially when it comes to a valuable book like this. This is a first printing, so even better. 1988. And this could be. I've had other of these volumes, as you see the listing on. This is only volume 6. And they're worth a lot, so that could be worth about around the $100 range. So, and similarly, so could this, if not a little more, because it's a full-size hardcover of the Bachman books, more appropriately priced this time. I've come across so many copies of the Bachman books over the years at the bookstore I go to for, between $5 and $10. Sometimes only $1 in the outdoor sale also. A few times, which is amazing when that happens. But this copy looks pretty nice as far as the dust jacket goes. It's not a book club edition, so it's worth a little more. And yeah, like I said, let's make sure it's the real deal. Yeah, it's the real deal. You never know. And we'll check the printing history real quick. It is a first printing. Very cool. Can't get too much better than that other than being in maybe slightly better condition, but this isn't too bad. The dust jacket's okay. I've seen much worse as far as this particular book goes. And still a fair price for $20. So definitely by far the most they've sold one of these for. But I've got so lucky before that, getting all the couple dozen copies of the Bachman books I've got over the last 5 to 10 years or so. So I don't mind paying a little more for that one. It's going to sell for a hell of a lot more than that, especially this particular copy. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Bag day on Sunday. I'll be back for that. Some good stuff, so I should be able to get a good quality bag. We'll see you then. Happy reading to you. Of course, to those about to read, we salute you.